Hi everybody, this is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Today we're talking Snow Peas 101, how to select and store and freeze your snow peas if you have an overabundance of them. Bear in mind that snow peas are at their best in the spring and the early summer. So when you're choosing them in the grocery store, you're probably going to find the best ones available at that point. Otherwise, they may have had to be shipped from afar to get to you, so they may not be at their best. But anyway, we can often find them year-round in the grocery stores. So with that in mind, you want to look for ones that look fresh and flat and are brightly colored and as free of blemishes as possible. You want to avoid those that look dry or wilted, and also look at them for cracks and bruising and discoloration. That's going to be a sign that they're on the older side, and so if you have choices, you want to avoid those, okay? Now when you get them home, you want to store them in a plastic bag or in the crisper drawer in your refrigerator with the high humidity setting, okay? They need some moisture. And you want to use them as soon as possible. They are perishable. They're not going to last forever. You try to use them within 2 or 3 days from when you bring them home to just keep them at their best. If you have an overabundance of snow peas and you want to freeze them, they're easy to freeze. You want to give them a good wash, trim off the ends. Now there is a string that runs down the seam along the side on them, and a lot of people will remove that. All you do is break off the stem end, and then it's usually attached to the string and it will just pull right off if you do that. It's not mandatory to remove that string. I usually don't bother. It doesn't bother me, but some people do insist on removing it. Once you prepare them, bring a pot of water to boil, drop them in that boiling water, immediately set your timer for 1.5 minutes. As soon as the timer goes off, get them out of the boiling water and put them straight in a bowl of ice water. Leave them there for about 2 minutes or so until they're completely cooled down, and then drain them. Now, you have a choice here on how to get them frozen. First of all, you could just drop them all in a freezer bag and throw them in the freezer. But if you do that, chances are you're going to have one solid mass of snow peas, and when you go to use them, you might have to bang them on the counter or something like that to break them up, which might cause you to be breaking up all the snow peas in the process. So that's really less than desirable. A good way to avoid that is to take your cooled down, blanched snow peas and put them on a flat tray. Put the tray in the freezer for an hour or two and allow them to freeze individually, and then take them out and put them in your freezer container or your freezer bags and return them to the freezer. When properly prepared like that, they should keep in the freezer for a good 8 months without any real deterioration to them. So that's really the ideal way to freeze them. Some people will opt to freeze vegetables, including snow peas, without blanching them first. Yes, you can do that. It is not ideal. And if you do that, be sure to use them within 4 to 6 weeks, because you don't want to leave them in the freezer like that very long. You will not have stopped the enzyme activity in there, so they will continue to age even in the freezer. And the longer you keep them in there, the less desirable they're going to be. The color is going to be off, the flavor is going to change, and the nutritional value is going to drop down as well. So if you opt to freeze them without blanching them, use them quickly within 4 to 6 weeks at the most to get the best value out of them. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. This is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Bye for now.